In this webinar, I am going to discuss the COBIT 5 Foundation. The COBIT framework is based on 5 principles: meeting stakeholder needs, covering the enterprise end-to-end, applying a single integrated framework, enabling a holistic approach, and separating governance from management. To meet stakeholder needs, we need to consider value creation, risk optimization, and resource optimization. The approach used will be process-based. You might ask, why process? Process is focused on outcomes. In other words, we can align with value creation expectations. And process is a way of institutionalizing activities so that they are more sustainable. Meeting stakeholder needs means we are going to focus our efforts on those activities that deliver the outcomes expected by these stakeholders. To determine the activities required, we must identify the operational processes that support delivering what the stakeholders need. The COBIT 5 framework provides guidance on how to identify these operational processes. We begin by matching stakeholder needs to enterprise goals, and then cascading enterprise goals to IT goals. Using the COBIT 5 guidance, we can see which IT processes will enable the achievement of the selected IT goals. Start by identifying the enterprise goals. Select one enterprise goal. The first selected enterprise goal identifies just one IT goal. Select another enterprise goal. The second enterprise goal identifies a few more IT goals. If necessary, due to resource constraints, remove some of the IT goals that have been identified. The result is a list of IT processes that support the achievement of the identified IT goals. Some or all of these processes should be included in a COBIT implementation. Next, identify the activities and work products required in each process to deliver the required outcomes. The second COBIT principle is to cover the enterprise end-to-end. Owners and stakeholders delegate responsibilities to the governing body. The governing body sets direction for management, and management align and operate activities in accordance with the direction set, reporting to management, who provide information to the governing body that monitors the direction set and accounts to the owners and stakeholders for the outcomes achieved. Covering the enterprise end-to-end starts with the corporate governance of IT. It includes a management system to plan, do, check, and act, of how we operate to create the value that stakeholders expect. The board will agree with the stakeholders what is required. Enterprise goals, IT goals, and enabler goals help organize and direct our activities to ensure stakeholder needs are fulfilled. Covering the enterprise end-to-end means we should take into account the responsibilities of all the role players: stakeholders, governing body, management, and operations, when managing and governing the use of information and technology. Applying a single integrated framework means that we will use all of the available Osaka knowledge regarding the governance and management of information and technology, combined with other sources of good practices, for example, ISO 38500. This principle is about a single structure for governing and managing the use of information and technology to deliver what the stakeholders expect. Here we see the governance and management framework aligned with ISO 38500. There are a number of frameworks that can be used to govern and manage the use of information and technology. Not all of them direct, monitor, or evaluate. Each has one or more roles in the governance and management of our team. COBIT 5 has the broadest application regarding the governance and management of information and technology. COBIT is an integrated process model, with process activities being defined, with inputs and outputs that are exchanged between processes. The fourth COBIT principle is about taking a holistic approach to building a governance and management system. There are 7 enabler categories described in COBIT 5 that could be used to govern and manage the use of information and technology. One or more of these enablers could be used in the governance framework, management system, or for the operational processes. For example, we could use policy, a management system, or a scorecard. When choosing an enabler to deploy, it's important to consider how effective that enabler will actually be. The fifth COBIT principle is about separating governance from management. Note that governance is about accountability for what is achieved, while management is about accountability for how what is achieved. Governance and management are separate domains. It's important that those who govern do not step over the line and become involved in the management of information and technology. These 5 principles are the foundation of COBIT 5 and form the basis of developing a governance and management system. To assign roles and responsibilities, usually we'd focus on enterprise goals and identify which processes are required to achieve the IT goals and the enterprise goals. Once we've identified the processes, the process goals, and the activities within the process to achieve these goals, we're able to determine the roles and responsibilities of the people deployed within our governance and management system. COBIT 5 enables us to establish a holistic and interrelated set of arrangements for the governance of information and technology. Usually what is required is that certain enterprise goals are achieved. The question is, how do we achieve what is required? By focusing on the goals, we can organize the staff into efficient and effective processes. By removing processes with goals that do not add value, we can become more efficient and effective. By building capability in achieving the process outcomes, we will be able to better deliver what the stakeholders expect. Now you might be wondering, is there a way to deploy a governance and management system? Can we automate the processes? Can we assign roles and responsibilities and track progress? Here we see one way, where the corporate governance of IT is implemented together with ISO 27001 Information Security Management System, and the operational requirements are identified and mapped to COBIT. Here we align the COBIT activity with the ISO 27001 management system requirement. And here we can track progress with the implementation and execution of COBIT-related activities. Contact us for more information about the COBIT 5 Governance and Management System and our next COBIT 5 course and certification exam.